Well, here we are, 2019 Avengers Endgame, directed by Joe and Anthony Russo. The moment we have all been waiting for since Tony Stark first graced us with his presence in 2008 with Iron Man. Before I go any further, this is going to be a spoiler review. So if you have not seen the movie and you do not want spoilers, you need to quit watching this, go see the movie, and then come back when you've seen it. I don't know how you could honestly discuss this film and review it without talking about spoilers. I mean, I've looked at the spoiler-free reviews and I've read stuff, and they use a lot of adjectives to talk about the film. But if you're really going to be honest and give a thorough take, you have to talk about would-be spoilers. So once again, and the final time I'm going to warn you, this is a spoiler review. Now, with all of that being said, what were my thoughts on this film? Honestly, about halfway through, I thought to myself, we all have a favorite band or a favorite artist. And if you have watched this band or artist put together albums throughout the years, and some of these albums, you like more than others. Some of them, there's a lot of great songs on them, and others, they don't have a whole lot of great songs, but you still listen to it anyway because it's your favorite artist. And then, after all these years of putting out albums, you get to go see that band or that artist in concert, and you watch them play, essentially, their greatest hits. That's what this movie reminded me of, because it essentially is the best of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, with that being said, the Russos did such a fantastic job of really letting all of the characters get a little spotlight. They get a cool moment, pretty much every single one of them. But it shouldn't come to a surprise to anybody. At the end of the day, this movie is Iron Man's and Captain America's. They are the forefront of the universe, and it is their movie. And it felt so right as to how this movie concluded, because it started with Iron Man and it ends with Iron Man. We knew there was going to be death. We knew there was going to be heartbreak. And I totally agree with Tony Stark being the one to sacrifice himself and to finish this whole thing. It started with him and it ended with him. And Steve Rogers, I know there was a lot of people having an issue with him going back in time, that whole theory, and getting to live his life. And I have absolutely no problem with that. I think that's the perfect ending for him, getting to go back and getting to live the life that he never got to, getting to marry Peggy and have that dance. It was such a beautiful moment, and I couldn't help but feel just joy inside. Knowing Tony sacrificed himself, he stepped up to the plate, and his family was okay with that. They accepted it. They knew he did the right thing. And Pepper told him, we're going to be okay. And then to see Cap get to live the life that he deserved, truly special. As far as our other major character death, Black Widow, I really feel like she went out on a high note. No pun intended, jumping off the cliff. But I was really impressed with her character and the way she explained to Hawkeye, I have been waiting for this moment. This is what my life has been about. And I thought that was special. And then seeing them fight each other, no, I want to be the one to do it. No, it should be me. At the end of the day, I agree it was the right decision for Natasha to sacrifice herself because Clint had the family. Natasha's family was the Avengers, and that's who she was fighting for. Okay, now, as far as my man, the dude I cosplay, For 5 years now, I have cosplayed this guy, and I know it's probably going to be difficult for some of you to figure out who I cosplay, but I'll go ahead and give it away in case you didn't. The God of Thunder himself, the mighty Thor. Wow, what what can you say about it? The dude was the comic relief of this film, and part of me was okay with that, and then another part I was disappointed. I honestly, there's only been 2 movies where I really thought they did Thor justice. You know, when you watch Stan Lee say this is supposed to be the most powerful of the superheroes, we really haven't seen that in the Marvel Universe. I would make the argument that Thor Ragnarok and Infinity War finally let us see Thor as Thor. And so I was wondering, what route are they going to take in this film? And I mean, you know, he's comic relief. Big fat ass Thor. I need to put on some more weight. I mean, I'm getting there, but if I'm gonna play Thor in the most recent version, I got a few pounds to add on. But Chris Hemsworth is just such a natural comedian, and I really thought with what he was given, he knocked it out of the park. At the same time, he did get some badass moments. Wielding Stormbreaker, wielding Mjolnir. It was really cool to see that. If I'm being honest, I would have liked to have seen him get to do a little more, but, you know, we may get that chance. Thor 4 is definitely rumored. It's been talked about, so we'll see. And not to get real sad and depressing here, but on a personal note, there was one moment in that film that really stuck out to me. It was special because, you know, I play Thor, and my mother passed away last year, and when Thor gets to go back in time to Asgard, and he gets a moment with his mother, and this is the day that she's going to die, and he gets to talk with her, and she gives him some advice. So, you know, personally, that was really special to see that. And I enjoyed that moment. And then you got Mark Ruffalo as Professor Hulk. It's, you know, Bruce Banner meets the Hulk. They're one now. And I actually really enjoyed that. I thought he did a great job with it. The effects for me were cool. I enjoyed seeing how they mixed them together. But if I'm being honest, I'm a little disappointed that I didn't get to see the Hulk, you know, Hulk out, brother. Well, that's the wrong Hulk. But you know what I mean. I wanted to see kind of a Thanos and Hulk rematch. And, you know, not getting to see that was a little disappointing. But overall, the Hulk, it was cool. It was a nice change. You know, having watched Infinity War, I think it's safe to say that's Thanos' movie. I mean, he took front and center in that film. It's definitely not the case in this movie. Thanos isn't in it a whole lot. But man, when he is, that dude is a freaking badass. He is a beast. And they really did a great job of establishing why he is the toughest SOB this group has ever gone up against. Because it's just, you know, one thing after another. Thor chopping his head off at the beginning of the film, you think, okay, well, that's it. You don't have to worry about him. But let's be honest, we knew that wasn't going to be the last of Thanos. Seeing him figure out the time travel and having his army, using the old nebula to go after the new nebula. I mean, the dude just, he's got the brains and he's got the brawn. Josh Brolin, such a great job. But let's be honest, you got what you deserve, Thanos. Movies like this, I always wonder, are you going to be able to make it work? Something of this size, this vast number of characters. You know, we knew that final battle was going to happen. And the best way I could describe it, it's like you're a kid on Christmas morning. You're seeing all the heroes make their entrances, come together. Captain America able to wield Mjolnir. I love that little exchange between him and Thor, where Thor winds up with Mjolnir and Cap has Stormbreaker, and Thor's like, no, you know, I want to switch back. I want that one. And, you know, just the little humor they would have in the battle. Each character, as I said before, they got a moment to kick ass. And the Russos did such a great job. I don't want to make a pun here, but they balanced everything so nicely. Such an awesome, awesome final action scene. And I'm going to be honest, popular, unpopular opinion, I don't care. It's mine. I was worried Captain Marvel was going to come in and kill Thanos and just take everything out all on her own. Thankfully, they did not go that route. Yes, she gets to come in. Yes, she kicks ass. But as one of my friends and I said after the show, it needed to be the OG Avengers. And that's the route they went. I'm very happy with that. Now, when trying to figure out how to rate this, it's really tough. Because this movie, I feel like you've got to see this several times. There's just so much going on. The time travel alone, trying to figure these things out. Now, some people may get it right off the bat. I don't know. I personally feel like I need to see some things a few more times. And then, you'll know certain stuff's going to happen, but you're going to be able to understand it a little better. So it's definitely one of those films, you're not going to come away knowing everything the first time you see it. With that being said, I really did enjoy this movie. I liked it a lot more than Infinity War. I'm going to rate this an 8.5. That may change. That may go up. I'm going to have to see it a few more times. I feel like I will like it even more when I see it and understand it a little bit better. With all of that being said, I could probably sit here and talk about this all night. But those are the main ideas right off the top of my head that I feel are worth sharing. Agree, disagree, either way, leave me some comments, leave me some likes, and let me know what you thought, guys. If you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. Thanks to all those that have. You guys take care.